Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Judge Dredd Under Siege Issue 2, written by Mark Russell, art by Max Dunbar, colorist Jose Luis Rio, letterer was Simon Boland, editor Denton J. Tipton, and the publishers, of course, Greg Goldstein. This is part 2 of the 4-part storyline. Okay, this is a piece of interesting. So the mutants are breaking in through the ceiling, and our two judges and their current forced allies must retreat out of the church, and they do seem to kill most of those mutants. And they end up down in an old shopping mall in level 15, where they're going to hole up and shoot things. And from there, we kind of abandon our main storyline and jump back in time, 15 years, to where the pink-haired girl was working at a fake meat product place that eventually gets shut down and she loses her job, so she goes to the kidney hut and gets on the family plan where everyone must donate a kidney every year or so, and then at 70 they get somebody's liver, but they get a monthly paycheck. And then we jump back to the modern time where same girl has recruited a bunch of people somehow from somewhere, don't really know. And then we bounce back and forth. After that, it mostly takes place in the past, where we learn how she was going to give her kidney, but she wasn't home when the internal collection agents went to the door, and they picked up her little brother instead. So she recruits Gilberto to go with her to get the kid back. He does do a one-hitter quitter on some guy 3 times his size, while she's off getting her brother Jerome. Well, some of the locals are invested in this too, and they back him up and surround the place and force those people out, and then they take the records and destroy them. Meanwhile, we have a little bit of interspersion with the current day where they're shooting people rappelling down. Seriously, the whole story is just about how this guy Gilberto got to be known as the mayor, and the magenta-haired lady gave him that name. So our strong, independent woman is the focus of this issue. It had nothing to do with Judge Dredd. He's not even a second-rate character in his own book. This was a bunch of stupid nonsense. If this was a movie, the focus would be on Judge Dredd, because his name's on the cover, not weird pink-haired lady with mental issues and trauma from living in a poor ghetto. No, that's not what this is. This is a Judge Dredd book, and he's barely in the book. And he talks out of character several times. He's making snarky comments that don't match with what his personality. I don't know. This is not a Judge Dredd book. I don't know what this crap is. As far as I'm concerned, this was a total miss. I don't know. I don't care about this mayor guy. He is not the focus of the book. We're not getting backstory on him because it's relevant. We're getting it because we're telling the woes and problems of 15 years ago of this purple-haired lady. It was dumb. This was not $4 good. This was not worth anything to me. I'm very disappointed. First issue demonstrated the miniseries had potential. This went completely off the rails and into the past of these people that aren't central to the story. They're tertiary characters that are just supposed to drive the plot along, and the book is about Judge Dredd, and this was stupid and boring. It was very, very boring. So I'm not going to recommend it. The art is okay. I was okay with that. It's not my favorite, but it's more of an indie book. That's fine. There's a weird gallery at the end where they have a bunch of different images that, quite honestly, were kind of pointless. I would actively tell you to not buy it. So with that being said, that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future reviews, and we hope to see you on the next one.